Mic check. Hello. Um. Hmm. Check again. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. It is October. Should I say Spooktober or Inktober or the month of love? I don't know. But it is what it is. We're back to our roots now. And today we're gonna play Reminder, which is like the starter. Well, technically, it's gonna be the starter of pretty much the whole month. I don't know why I'm talking in food terms, but I am. It is what it is. It fits. So, yeah. The starter is gonna be the Reminder, and then we're gonna have the main course, which today involves 2 demos and one like 10-20 minutes or less even short game, which I will show you guys. And after that we have our desert, which is gonna be Star Sky, which is also really cozy. So here you guys go. I'm gonna show you guys one by one. So I don't think I'm gonna show you guys the Reminder or the desert. I'm just gonna show you the the demos. Okay, and the 5-minute game. The One second. There we go. This is the first demo that we're gonna play. Let's have a look at it. A minute-long trailer. Woohoo! I like the music. Where am I? What are these wires? Why are they stuck inside of her? My wrist, okay. Ooh. What was that? What was going on over there? Pretty big house. Oh, here comes the spooky part, I guess. What? What was that thing? No. Oh, this is an intense one, huh? Okay, so that's that. Sorry about the ads. And then we have this demo. Are you lost? Are you cold? I won't hurt you, I promise. Wow. Such a gentleman. You're the one who should worry about. Ooh. Wait, am I the problem in this one? Who's the problem in this? You said you're a traveler. My face stares back at me? Huh. Snow White ashes. And then the game is this one, mitosis. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but it's just like 5 minutes, as it says over there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Test pattern beyond distribute, okay. I know I'm gonna have a headache in this game. I just know it. One over games. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, let us start with the starter. That is the reminder. Also, the design you see right now on the screen above my desktop, I might change that if I have the time later for like the next streams, but I'm not too sure because it's pretty old and I want it to be a little different now, so I might change that. Okay, let's do some puzzles, talk to ghosts and all of that. Oh, also, if you're wondering where my little avatar is, that's usually on the corner, right? Obviously, I'm a ghost. No, I was not able to finish it on time, so it's not here yet. I have 2 avatars for this month. The one is... Do I have 2 or do I have 3? I actually don't know, but we will see. Okay. Press any button. Let's go. As you can see, I also have the DLC for it. Oh, that's cute. Just that? That's the only thing that's interactable. Okay. Oh no, it's not interactable. It does that. Okay, let's start the game. Hope the audio's fine. Mahate. Wait. Okay. We're gonna skip that because I need to fix the screen a little bit so that the subtitles are visible properly. No! What was that sound? What was that sound? Okay, so display, right? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, this should be better. Now we can actually start. Let's go. I'm gonna see if I can mute the audio, like the voice. Because I don't understand the language anyways. We can't. Okay. That's fine. Also, if you can hear me munching or whatever, I'm munching on chocolate chips. The war of apotheosis ended, yet peace has not returned. As lives evaporated into dust, resentful ghosts round. The cycle had collapsed, monsters and spirits had risen. So we're one of those talented children. Black and white sprout mortals will find the reminder to bring order to the chaos. Okay. So the yin and yang thing. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So, I think we're gonna be the tough reminder that goes to these mortally challenging quests. Mortality challenging quests. Oh, that's what the sound was. The lady slipped or like fainted or something. Light. What? Haha. Sir, we have a quest, alright? What's the quest? I'm busy. Can't you see I'm about to enjoy this tea? It's Mr. Black. Oh no, thanks. Not interested. What does that mean? He said it's important. Ugh, I was really enjoying this free time, can we not? Alright, I'll ask him to leave. It's a shame. Must have been tiring for him to carry all that gold here. That's crazy. In the name of gold. In the name of gold. Everything is forgotten. Wait, on a second thought. My legs could use a good stretching. Hurry, let him in. I know, right? Crazy. Come in, please, Mr. Black. Yeah, great. Oh, inventory? Greetings, young thing. Seems like only gold could knock your door open these days. So it seems. Nonsense. All the gold in the world could never buy a friend like you. Uh-huh. For sure. So, what brings you here in person? That's a long story. White is also here. Get prepared and meet us by the riverside. Okay. Does he have chains on his hand? Don't keep us guessing. I know, right? What? Ready? Yeah. Of course. I've been after this gold. His gold for a while, okay. Oh, whatever, what do we do? Light has joined the party? What? Oh, okay. Roblox much? What is this? This is not the riverside. I'd love it up, but these two are waiting, okay. Painting of a red-crowned crane I bought at the ghost market. My golden nugget! Anything else? Alright, so I guess we go out. And what is this? My wooden chest! I can't even remember what's inside. Why don't you open it? Shift. Oh. What? Is that it? Oh no. These kind of flowers grow all over the underworld. Can I? No. Of course I can't take them. Beyond flower. Ooh. Hello. Just let White know whenever you're ready. I'm ready. Wow, Mr. White in the flesh. Long time no see. Ready? Oh my god, her its tongue. Sleep? No. My day is just starting. What are you talking about? You sleep. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. I don't know what we're supposed to do, but we're not gonna wait. We're just gonna go. Let me fill you in. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. That day, we were on duty when we found a soul that couldn't enter the reincarnation cycle, okay? Yeah, I will go and sleep. Good, good. Get some rest. Hope you had a good day. And I hope you have a good night. Time of birth. The soul. 2:15, okay. Place. Reed River Village. Strange, they should have been born by now. What? I'll check again. Indeed, it's supposed to be Reed River Village. 2D, what does that mean? Yes, I will try to summon him now, okay? We're summoning someone. I tried to summon the local 2D. What is 2D? The guardian of the land, okay? But received no response. So we checked the Book of Life and Death and found that dozens of souls had failed to reach the underworld from this area recently. Okay. Did you find the shrine? We didn't hear about the shrine, otherwise we would have looked into this matter long ago. Okay. What shrine? White Lotus? It could be a trick of the White Lotus. Okay, this guy is like the like a sheet of paper you look at to refer to with like highlighted points that you have to speak about in your speech, and Mr. Black is the one presenting the said speech. Them again. That's why we want you to go investigate. Alright. Souls. White is right. The top priority is to find those missing souls. White only said one thing. If we can't, we'll be blamed for this whole incident. Oh. What? Right. You should try to get in touch with the local duty. Don't worry, Yuna's on the case. Yeah. I've dealt with the White Lotus before. I particularly remember this female cultist named Lu Wan. She's a master in trickery and shape-shifting. Ooh. Even fooled me a few times. That's very reassuring, like. Yes, be cautious. We'll continue our investigation in the underworld and tell you if we learn any new info. Okay, Black. Thank you. So... okay. We're going to the underworld. At what point? At what... It's okay, I'm back. What happened to the stream? I don't know. I don't even know at what point it went off, but since that screen was on, I don't think it was off for too long. But stream is still on. Welcome in, Reaper. Hi, how are you doing? We're playing Rewinder. It's a story puzzle game. Harry, while you're here, how was your day? Stream, just take a breather for a second indeed. Hi Tragic, how are you doing? Come back later. Oh, thank God Solon isn't here. He would call me that. Weird, even though the stream is over, it's almost like I can still hear Hopi's voice. I know, right? It's like I'm stuck in people's mind forever, like a ghost. She lives in all of our minds. Yeah, exactly that. Average, okay. She has become one of the voices in my head. Oh my god, no. Hope knows telepathy. Oh, this is a scary guy. Oh, it's a tree sage. Wow. Yes, another mission. I won't forget your precious flowers. Huh. A fine addition to my ever-growing collection. Wow, you have a You have a collection? That's wild. Thanks for bringing me that one last time. It brought back some memories for me. Okay, so I guess it's just random flowers. I had a dream so strange yet so familiar with peach blossoms, the smell of home cooking, and a bridge between cliffs. I have a feeling that one day when my garden is filled with all sorts of rare flowers, something special will happen. Ooh, Delu, let's go. It's just a feeling. No worries, I will collect them for you if I see any. Nice, so we're collecting peach blossoms. Well, I mean, I had to do a deep voice right now. It's okay somehow, right? True. You still haven't done that yet. Also, thank you for the whistle of death, Harry. Use item with what? This flower? Oh, okay. The Beyond flower. What? Where's Candy and Mika? Are they dead? No, they're not dead. They're alive. They're well. They're both probably busy, I think. Or just got back from their classes. Its leaves and flowers never meet. Wait, this is the Beyond flower, the one you see whenever someone dies in animes. Okay. Its leaves and flowers never meet. One blossoms as the other falls, just like the earth realm and the underworld. Harry, have you seen Garden of Sinners? It's a anime movie series. Do vampires count as undead? Yes, they do. It's a good, more like a thriller, I guess, psychological thriller. Just check it out, you might like it. No happy, no hopey. Happy? I'm not happy. Anyways, no hopey. No one has ever has seen any of the things you watched. I'm sorry. That breaks my heart. How could you not see the things I've watched? Earthrealm. What is that? What is this yearning? Is there someone I long to meet? Oh? Is there? I guess I can move on now. Wow, I like that. Who is a vampire? In the game, no one as of yet, but Candy, she has a vampire persona on here. I haven't seen Angels of Death. I don't think Harry has seen Angels of Death either. Have you, Harry? I don't think a lot of people have seen that, so I don't blame you. It's very neat. I didn't see this coming. Yeah, me neither. I didn't expect to be just evaporated. I actually did want to cough, but... She must have sharp teeth. I guess you could say that. Angels of Death. It's an anime, not her. But yeah. You're getting weaker? Who? Me? Who are we talking? Who's coughing? Hold on. I will take care of you. Everything will change when he arrives. Okay. Okay, so we teleported to Reed River Village. Alright. Here we are. Reed River Village. Damn you, Automata. Stream manager. Sadly, I don't see anything in the automod, so... You're gonna have to maybe copy paste that again, then I would be able to see. Wow, that's a cute crow. How? I think it's because I wasn't on the stream manager thing before, so yeah, I see it now. I was watching the VODs of the stream on YouTube. There's this raspy, ugly voice near the end of the stream. What? What? Who are we talking about? That's crazy. We don't talk like that. Be nice to yourself. What? Yeah, it's my first time doing this? Really? I thought we were kind of experienced. I guess not. Me? Crazy. You gotta be nice to yourself. You have a good voice, Trooper. Fake people. I know, I know. That's why I bring you around. Okay. What? They lie about experience. Indeed. Damn. And he took all that gold, or I guess he's taking it. Let's go check out the 2D temple first. Okay. That's a map, right? Oh. Oh. Lady Quinn's Revenge. Opera trope schedule. Diary. A drunken beauty. Okay. Oh, these are different. No, I don't. Shut up. That's good. You shouldn't shut up. On the other hand, I'm just quiet as hell all the time. Ming, missing since midnight, January 15th. If you have any information, please come to the tea shop. Much appreciation with reward. Okay. Close. Looking for my scissors. If found, please return to Huang. Okay. Of the white lotus, spreading fallacies and murder is now under arrest. You spread murder. How do you spread murder? This isn't a puzzle, I hope. Okay. What is that? Why is there? Oh, it's a well. Now it's. Okay. No. 11 months? Wow. Not even a year. Crazy. How could you not follow me earlier, Reaper? Wait. Oh no, you need some rest. Okay, get some rest, Mr. Ghost. Yeah, seems like a soul being trapped by obsession after that obsession. Oh, we've got a log. Mythology. Box ghost. This headband wearing ghost is haunting the carpenter's house. He doesn't seem aggressive, just keeps mumbling about money. Is that where his resentment came from? I should probably call him the greedy ghost instead, but he looks very sad, so like... Mr. Black and White are in charge of the reincarnation cycles and the Book of Life and Death. Black is usually the one tasking me with all of this freelance reminder work. Many people fail to realize that he's really just Mr. White's mouthpiece. Well, that's crazy. So if I need to discuss something important, it's better to cut out the middleman and go straight to White. By the way, I heard that Mr. Black pays for my jobs with personal funds. Oh, okay. Where's my avatar today? Well, so for October I was gonna have a different avatar, but it's still not complete, so I don't have anything right now. Yep, Avatar took the day off. White Lotus, that's the thing from Avatar. I have not watched that. That's crazy. You guys haven't watched what I have watched. I haven't watched what you guys have watched. Mr. White is not a big fan of talking, yeah? So usually Black handles all the legwork. If females talk, he keeps it short and sweet. I've known Mr. White for a long time. Ever since my father asked the spirit wardens to watch over me. Yet I still struggle to understand what he's trying to say without Mr. Black's translation. That's fair. That's fair. Hi, Junkie. Welcome in. What's the question? I'll draw you one for free. No, I couldn't ask you to do that. My day was still busy. That's good. That's good, I guess. You must be tired, Harry. Would I be mad if you gave me 29 cents? No? Why? Light is actually the spirit. Oh, Light is not an actual person. Good, then here's 30. I'm confused, but thank you. I appreciate it. How are you doing, by the way? Did you sleep, Junkie? Okay, so Light is the spirit of Aegis scroll, which Yoon's father left to him. Okay, I heard that Light has been aiding the reminders ever since the Four Keepers chose the first reminder. Huh. Although my father gave me the scroll to guide and protect me, Light is almost always busy fighting with the White Lotus and the Earl Throne. The brief time we get together is full of lectures on the responsibilities of being a rewinder. Perhaps light is trying to instill in me the same martyr complex my father had. Perhaps. What is that? Okay, Hopi, tell me, what do you want? Okay, so I have the dresses, and well, I guess I have 2 dresses in progress. I need to do one more for like the Halloween one. The problem is not any of it. The problem is the face. I cannot get the face together. I napped. Okay, that's good. Good job napping. Alright then, bye. I'll call it a night. Cute. Thank you for stopping in, Harry. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sleep well. Goodbye. Duties, ghosts, and spirits I've encountered. Okay. I call him the tree sage because even when he doesn't know his own name, I presume the reason is that he was already taken he has already taken Lady Meng's suit, but somehow he remained in the underworld. He seems highly interested in flowers, grass, herbs, and such. He said these plants might remind him of his past. That's interesting. And we read that already. A skeleton with his jaw hitting the floor. I'll draw that for you. Crazy. I want my avatar to look goth. Yeah, I guess that's all. Goth. Lantern Festival. Oh, that's the only one we have. On the 15th day of the new year, people celebrate the first full moon together by eating sweet dumplings at lantern shows. The most fun part of the celebration is solving the lantern riddles. Confused me for a little bit. They hang from trees and rooftops for children to find and decipher together. Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. Yeah, you get a gentleman's top hat, take it or leave it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Junkie, what are your plans today? Beyond flower, one step towards uncertainty. Finally at the helm, out from the underworld, step into the earth realm. Okay, so that's the teleportation flower, I guess. I can't read these. Oh no, please. This hibiscus is yeah. Yeah, since the owner is a carpenter, he might have built it in some hidden mechanism. Uh-oh. I don't know how to use this. Okay, let's look at the example picture the carpenter left. Is that what it's supposed to go like? 7, 2, 3. What? What? How is that 7, 2, 3? Huh? Exactly. The top beads are worth 5, okay. And the bottom beads are worth 1. Just push the beads together to create a digit. Together. For example, Let's take the third column from the right. The right. 1 top bead plus 2 bottom beads. Wait, no, go back. Equals 7. The rightmost column. Oh, okay. Is the ones place. The rightmost column is the ones place. Next comes the tens and the hundreds place. Hundred. Okay. So 700. 23. Oh. Okay. I'm confused, but okay. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh no. Client, Uncle Han, 2 chess pieces. 40 coins. What the heck is this? I'm gonna cry. Wait, so 40 coins, right? Hold on. Help. The ghost was mumbling about prices and something about the sum, so the solution must be in this ledger. Okay. You think he wants to know how much he was owed in total? That greedy ghost. That could be it, adding up all the coins. But there's a torn page in there. Where's the missing price? You want me to do math? You want me to find X for real? Fucking hell. Oh my god. 40, 23. So, should I write this down? Like, do I need to write it down? Baby crib. Alright. I've got my book. 2 chess pieces, 40 coins. I don't get it. Next is cutting board. 23 coins. Okay. Ash. Cut down the tree. Okay, we don't know the price for this one. Alright. Help me? Time for algebra? No, I hope not. I don't know what to do. Oh, that's it? Really? I bet it is mysterious. What if I have to look for the price? An old rice jar. There's still some rice left inside. Cabinet filled with bowls. Unfinished furniture. Okay. Alright, let's talk to the ghost. Maybe he can... Never mind. Answers tacos? That does not help me. I just wanted to hear you say tacos. I want some tacos now. I'm hungry. So 40, 23, and 80 is like 143. How much would cutting down the tree cost? Do I really have to do algebra right now? I hope I don't have to do algebra. But I'm doing it, so ha ha ha. Even though I remember nothing of it. So 143 total. Wait, no, we don't have the total, like, of all four. We only have the total of 3. We need the 4th one. So 63. I don't remember algebra. So they didn't give you the total number to start out with. Sounds like you gotta solve for x and y now. Do you remember the formula for that? I don't remember the formula. Give me all the numbers. 40, 23, and 80. Uh, 143. Wait. 40 plus 23. Those are the numbers. Also tell me if that is the right formula for this. Even though I'm pretty sure I don't know what I'm doing. As Candy once said, and I quote, "Go on." I don't. Surely this game would not actually make use of algebra, right? Come on. Donkey, I wanna know what formula you're using. What if instead of Kasane Tito, my name was Kasane Titties? Okay. And instead of singing songs, I ate some bread I found on the trash can and I don't know what the heck. Candy said that? I find that hard to believe. Oh my god. How about I do that and explore for a bit? Of course, that is logged. Lumber, alright. Maybe we get the missing number somewhere. She was referring to a video, okay. I can send it to you if you want. Sure, send it. It's definitely not algebra, you're missing shit. Fine, yeah. Rabbit, cow, chicken. That's not right. I have to write it down. Rabbit, cow, chicken. Is she a human or I don't know, man? Never mind. It won't hurt to ask anyway. Madam? Who is it? I'm Yoon. I'm here to investigate what happened in this village. Taoist, go away. No, I'm here to investigate. Get away from me. You think I'm stupid? You're all trying to trick me. Okay. Okay. Help? Wait, you can't trust him. He's just lying to you, remember? No one was willing to help you. What's wrong with her? She's talking to herself. There's nothing. Well, she's traumatized. Never mind. We probably won't get any useful information out of her. We would, I think. We would. Never mind. But I lost my chance. It hates me like you. I don't hate you. Also, it let it out, right? A tank filled with water. A rundown tea house. Okay. Wait, that's the place. A old white dog. Its eyes are no longer sharp. Wait, what is that? Go back up. What? The Studi temple has been sealed. Okay. No wonder Black and White couldn't summon him. The tree is broken off. What happened here? A chessboard. Then, oh no. Wait, we have 2 chess pieces. Okay. But that's not helpful. The bridge is also broken. Alright, let's just go down from here. Okay, I sent it. Okay, I'll watch it after this puzzle. Barren field. Nothing grows here. Well, there's a page there. Ming is still missing. Look out for the evil among us. Take extra care. Okay. What is this? Trolley filled with straw. Oh. Oh. I like these ones. Yay! Ooh, okay. Before we do that, I'm gonna explore this. Never mind, it's locked. On this side. A quadrant. A jar of liquor seems drinkable. Oh, okay. Tavern door locked. Woody's grave. Okay. Oh. Oh. What's this? Will oh the wisps formed by the resentment. We would need to find a magic instrument to get rid of them. Okay. We are just gonna go to this place first. Sorry, I left for a bit. Back. Welcome back. It's okay. You can go do your things. You don't have to apologize. Oh! What's that floating in the river? I don't know. What is that? A pattern? A constellation? I'll write it down. Oh my god. I bet. Ads already? What? I'm sorry about the ads. Oh, I do not have to write it down. Someone left this mysterious pattern on the cave. Okay. Let's go this way. New clue. Mr. Black was right. The shrine has risen. I finally get to see what you've been talking about all this time. What? Nothing. It just brings back memories. Huh. The four keepers created the shrine to fight against Yaogwai. It only emerges when the timeline is severely distorted. Alright, so basically we're fucked. Only the reminder with a memory item can center the shrine. Not even you? Correct. I'm merely the spirit of the scroll. I do not possess the bloodline of the reminders. When I worked with your father, shrines used to appear far more frequently. But nowadays, things are more peaceful, so we rarely get to see them. Since the shrine has emerged, this must not be an easy case. Let's see if we can find the memory item. What's a memory item? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a frog. That's a frog. What's a memory item though? Herbs. Cut down the tree. Wait. So we cut down this tree. Not we, I guess. The greedy ghost. I think. I don't know. Oh! The pattern. No, that's not right. Nope. Okay, so let's go like this. And then maybe like that. No. What? Maybe like that. Oh yeah. There we go. What am I doing? Okay, so we can go summon the 2D now. But he's not here. It seems. We broke the seal, but where's 2D? Maybe we need to make offerings. What sort of offerings could I make for them? Villagers nameless. Ash, Amber, Uncle, Aunt, Ming Ying, Faith, Faith's grandma, Woody, and June. What am I gonna do with that? Oh. Gold. It says shall wishes then be granted. With only spirits and offerings shall wishes then be granted. That's fair, I guess. I'm gold, but not gold. I'm valuable, but not valuable. No mortals will cherish me, treasured only by the dead. Ah, I see. Well, then close that. Essence of the grain, extract of the spring, beds the coward flight, brings this guardian delight. Water? Wait. I guess we follow her? It's starting to rain a lot more lately. That means I'm gonna have to switch from sneakers to boots soon, which means no more fun while driving. Damn. Yeah, raining sucks when you have to change things. What's up with all this paper? This writing is all blurred. Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. What is this? Okay. Am I supposed to know how that works? No, okay. Let's see. Cow, horse, rabbit. Horse, pig, rabbit. Huh. Who are you? Why are you in my house? You don't remember me? Go away. What is that? Boots are heavy and make it more difficult to drive. Wait, what are we driving? I like boots. I'm confused about what this says. Can I go out? Hobie, you should watch initially and get inspired to become a drifting legend of the mountain passes. Huh. That sounds interesting. Driving a car. Hobie, I'm driving in my car right after. Wow. Don't do that. That's not good. Don't do that. So, for water, how do I bring water here? Um, it's a parody song based on Asgore's theme. It is? Damn. Okay. So back to this ghost, right? Maybe I can... Malice Miser. Nope. I have not. Junkie, I'm confused. I need help. There is nothing. I could not find anything. A campfire built on kindling. You have deeply disappointed me. I apologize. Looks like this boat was abandoned, huh? What do you mean you haven't heard of a niche band barely? Crazy. Crazy. Reaper, have you heard of Trixies? Angie's in her hipster self with alter Venus. Ah, no. That's the worst thing. No, Trixie. Trixie. Alright, so. Miss Ma'am. I don't know what you mean by cow, horse, or rabbit, whatever the hell. Oh, what the heck. I don't know what these symbols mean, so... What are these symbols? What the heck? Okay, maybe I should look into these. Contract, covered it up. They think White Lotus covered it up. Okay. Exquisite. Gallery. A tool for viewing objects that utilizes... Okay. Oh! That's one. I don't think that helps me. Okay. Standard scale. Not 2, okay. Not 15, definitely. Isn't that 15? Let's trade. Trixie's no, but I've heard of Malice. Let's trade. Sure, go on, let's trade. You know, I would follow through with that trade, except Trixies don't exist. That was made up. Of course you don't know about them. Okay, so 15. Alright. Oh, that doesn't even move. Alright, okay. So wait, if I do that, that's like, that's 2. Okay. Three, 4, so that is 4. That's it, I'm done, I'm leaving. No, you can't leave. You can't do that to me, Reaper. I'm a troll too, you know? Okay. So 5. Alright, what about this guy? Oh, okay, so this is a larger scale. 5. Are you okay? Did I break this? No, I didn't. Huh. Okay. You scammed me. I wanted to show you Malice Miser's songs and you threw this to me. You're absolutely despicable. Well, have you heard of Matika? Matika exists. I can trade some of her songs. Damn, have I broken this thing? I am confused, like... Okay, so 15, right? One second, let me try putting this on this boat. That's like 9 in total. Yeah, that I expected. Oh, that's the standard skill. My bad. Okay, so... Alright, I think we're just gonna have to guess that one. Wait, what about I try to... 9. Okay. So it's heavier than 9. I'm not sure what that would be, but I guess we just guess the last two. We have 4, 5. You ruined it for me. No! I'm sorry. How can I make it up? It's definitely 5, 6. Nine, okay. That doesn't really make sense to me. You can make it up to me for the low price of 5,000 euros. I'm broke! I'm broke, Reaper. I'm kidding. Okay. Ah, I hate this. That was 4. I don't understand. What the heck? That would be 1, right? 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dots. So that must be 4, right? Or am I stupid? A tool for weighing objects. It utilizes a pivoted lever to measure the weight of an item with a fixed weight on one side and an empty plate on the other. To weigh an object, place it on the plate and adjust the position of the fixed weight until the scale is balanced. The value shown on the lever will indicate the value of the weight. What lever? What value? Train, let's go, train. Wow. I did not even notice it. I'm confused. Do you also hear the rain, by the way? Because it's raining. Right? Oh. No, it's the game. Never mind. I hate this game. This is not a starter. Man. Why did I pick puzzle as a starter? Am I stupid? That's 4, obviously. Come on. What about that? What do you want me to do? Wait, is that not 4? How do I even calculate if it's 4? 2 is heavy. No, the scale is heavy. Yeah, that's 2. Obviously. So 2 plus 4, right? That's 5. So it's gonna... Yeah. And if I do that... Okay, that's confusing. I'm confused. This is 4 and 5. Yeah. Alright. Time to look at the guide. The reminder puzzle solution. Let's go. Why do you want me to know? Why do you want to know if I'm a human or not for a game puzzle? What AI would solve a game puzzle? Go away. I'll go through another guide. You're taking your sweet time. Reminder is yeah, I know that. Read river, pet the dog, yeah. Enter the cave. The stargazing puzzle, unseal the spell, I did that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, and 8 are the weights? 6 and 8 are the weights? Give me a minute. 6 and 8. So this is 5. Right? And this is 6, you said. This is 6. This is 7. Okay. So, like, 5. This is 4, though. Whatever. How would I even figure that out? I know, this is 15. Anyways, I know the answer, so we're just gonna go do that. 6 and 8. Huh. How? What? Four, five, six, eight. Is that not four? Am I bugged? Am I bugged? Four, five, six. And eight, right? That would be 9. Another train, yeah. Yeah. $15. Okay, so this is 4 and this is 5, so that's like 9. The scale starts at around 10 then? At 10, yeah, I guess. That's 5, that's 7. How the fuck? Not 2, what about 4? Uh, so 1 sec. That's 10? We don't have a 10. I don't get it. If you listen to tell me a song, I guess. Huh. I am confused. I thought you'd never ask. Crazy. Of course I would ask. Alright, you know what? It's time to call the starters quit, because, excuse me. Alright. We're gonna return to menu. Huh? Down. Egan, Alessio, Baruch. Wait, is this French? Is there a French song yet? Okay. Goodbye, reminder. Thank you for that. Okay. It must have been bugged. Yeah, they used a lot of French names on their second album. Ooh, okay. I will listen to them after stream. Wow, I did not expect the puzzle to be so long, but I guess I should have expected it. Damn, I don't think I'm gonna have the time to finish the other 2 games that or like the other 3 games that I planned. It's gonna take me forever, so I think I'm only gonna do like 2 games and then move on to the desert, I guess. DJ Hopi music stream. That's gonna be at the end of the year, I think. Okay. So we're gonna do Snow White Ashes now. It's a demo. So, yay. Let me change the category real quick. You can't wait that long, then you're gonna have to sit around in Discord sometimes and listen to music together. Snow White Ashes. Ashes. Yep. A demo. Barely managed to hold on for 3 days without a stream. What? That's crazy. It's okay, you'll be fine. Oh. What's going on? There we go. Alright. Reaper, do you read romance books? Ooh, that's a fancy cursor. This game contains non-explicit sexual themes as well as topics that may be upsetting to some players, including toxic and abusive relationships. Wow. Blood, death, and elements of horror. Please take care and visit the official game page for details. Okay. Thank you. Romance book? You mean this one? I guess, yeah. Or just general books. No, I don't. Sorry. Okay. Well, I hope you like this. Not all branches are available, of course. Choices with a locked symbol cannot be selected. Alright. Are you prepared? I do read regular books. I see. I'm gonna... Hold on. Do this. I don't like the little screen at the end over there. Where's the window? There it is. Snow White Ashes. Perfect. mostly like dystopic novels and also political philosophy. That's fair. That's fair. I don't like political at all. I'm kind of like a little bit interested in dystopic, not politic though. Alright, let's go. I'm prepared for my tale. My brain hurts already. I love the music, but my brain hurts. It's nice music, huh? Wow, this is really cozy. Okay, start. Stuff like 1984, Brave New World, Fahrenheit 451, Stranger, Art of War, sorry, Communist Manifesto, okay. You collect a lot of manga. I want to see your manga shelf. But I usually really buy random mangas and don't have more than 4. That's fair. That's fair. I think I only have one manga. Well, to be fair, it's not really manga, I guess. I don't even remember the name of it. I think it's The God's Lie or something like that. I don't know. I'll send you a picture of the book. I can show you some stuff. Of course, do so. Oh my god. The text box is cute as hell. Also, is that the Lily of the Valley? The Valley. Lily of the Valley. The flowers. Maybe. Okay, shut up. I walked through an ashen wood alone. Frozen earth crunches crick crack beneath my feet. Fat, blurry snowflakes fly by, aglow with the moon's bright light. This is so pretty. I could never truly be lost. Not on a night like this, when she shines so round and full, gazing down from the winter sky below. Aw, we all love moon here, huh? Still, I'd best look like I am. I meander through ashen trails between the birches, silver girts stripped with dark around the trunks of pines that breach the sky, bows buried with snow. I walk between the shadows, slip through pools of light and dark, as if I had somewhere to be, but no knowledge of what path might take me to it. All the while I wrap myself in a cape of red wool, pulling its rough spun fabric and fine needlework tied above my shoulders. My hands, I rest inside thick sheepskin and gloves. Even with the snow and the mountain air in my face, the thrill of the hunt keeps the bite of cold at bay. A hunt? Are we hunting or are we being hunted? What's the scenario? My heart beats with an unfamiliar feeling, a pounding, jittering rhythm. I shiver with excitement. Okay. I hope whatever's out there mistakes it for fear. Okay, so we are pretending to be the prey. Okay. I sent it to you? Alright, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh. I'm already hooked on this. Okay, Discord. I sink my hands deep into the pockets of my skirts, running my gloved fingers along the edge of the deadly sharpened point I carry. Damn. In a strange way, it feels more totem than weapon, huh? Okay. I suppose I seek no ordinary prey. Interesting. One Punch Man. Soul Eater. This is an interesting list. Oh, damn. My Discord bugged. I stole your phone, cry about it. That's crazy, give it back. It teleported to me, I guess. Haha. Did you have Berserk? Oh my god. What do you think about it? It's pretty good, I like it. That's good. I almost smile like my quarry. How strange to think that I too might hide my fangs. And so I wander on, trembling like a newborn lamb. I wonder how the beast might appear. Would it call out to me in a voice nectar sweet, promising shelter? Am I a vampire? Would it lure me to its mountain lair, whispering honeyed words? Okay, as it led me to a place where no screams can echo. How many do you recognize? I think I only recognize One Punch Man. I've heard of some of the other ones, but I haven't seen any of those, so... I know of Berserk and Full Metal Alchemist. Overlord, my beloved, in the top left corner. Oh. I see. Okay. Would it stalk me patiently, waiting for the moment I collapsed, cold, exhausted in the snow? Maybe. As I wander and wonder. I like the writing style in this. I love it. I find myself growing impatient, the cause of my shaking turning from thrill to frost. When would it appear? Would it appear? I hope it does. Am I not the image of the perfect prey? I'm running out of time. No, such vexations are a luxury I can't indulge in. I cannot rush this. I need my mind clear. Yeah, we gotta be focused and patient. I'm asking you about which ones you know, not the ones you've seen or watched. I only know One Punch Man and Berserk. Also, you haven't seen Matakali? That's a romance. Yeah, I haven't seen that, but have you seen the 7th Time Loop? Have you seen the Ancient Magnus Bride? Nina the Starry Bride? No, right? That's romance too. Okay, maybe not Ancient Magnus Bride. Sorry, that's not really romance, but that's a really good show. I think I haven't, but I have. Have you? Have you? Tell me one thing about the 7th Time Loop. I cannot rush this. I need my mind clear. Surely there is some way of drawing its attention to me until it can no longer look away. Surely. I feel in my pockets for the small sharp knife I'd used to whittle my weapon to its deadly point. What simpler way to entice a beast than with iron flesh freshly drawn? Oh my god. Trigger warning. But did I need to go so far? Perhaps it was not flesh it was hungry for. Perhaps. Perhaps I simply needed to call out to it. Damn, Reaper, what should I do? Should I draw my blood, let out the fresh iron, or should I sing like a siren? Damn. One thing always happens. That's this prince that attacks and conquers the world. The main character, Adrian, and she was something different in each life. Yeah. That one. She ends up working in his castle. That's why you're wrong. She doesn't work in his castle. She's literally... Wait. No, she doesn't work in his castle. He like falls in love with her first sight. Okay. While he falls for her immediately, it takes... Okay. Close enough. It's been a while since I watched it. It's okay. I was just being silly. Alright, I'm gonna draw my blood. Trigger warning if there's any. I draw the short knife from its sheath and roll up my sleeve. Without hesitation, I press the blade against the back of my forearm, watching as a thin line of crimson blossoms against my flesh. The pain that comes in a sensation I'd long forgotten, I almost cry out in surprise. Hastily, I take a long ribbon from my hair and wrap it tightly round the fresh wound. Red against red, it entwines around my arm like the bark around a birch's trunk, like the skin of an apple peeled away with a knife. Okay. A sudden sound echoes from the distance, shaking me from my thoughts. I turn. No longer do I hear the wind through the trees, the hooting of an owl, or the scurrying of a squirrel. It is as if the world has gone completely silent and still. Uh-oh. That's danger signs, but I guess we wanted danger. Except for a pair of carefully approaching footsteps. Do you believe me now that I've watched them? I never lie about the stuff I've watched. I do believe you. I remember her being dressed as a servant maid for a while before he got her some dresses. Yeah. She was like pretending to be the maid, kind of getting to know the people there. It is seconds longer before I see it. A pinprick of light in the distance, a blur of light like snow swirling around me. Gradually it comes closer, blinking, flickering bright. All the while I stay still, so still, like my heart has forgotten its beat. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about the Magnus Bride. I love that. Magus Bride? Ancient Magus Bride. Closer it draws. Closer still until I finally make out its face. Framed in light, lock eyes with it. With him. Hello. I can't move or turn away. I can't even breathe. That eye stare backs at me with so deep a green. Wow. Are you lost? I am actually mesmerized by the art. Holy. I am lost indeed. He says, like a spell broken, I shake. And like a spell broken, I shake out of my daze. The wind and the sound of the night roaring in my ears. His voice cuts through it all, clear as a bell. Are you hurt? Mm-mm. The figure wears the skin of a man. Oh, it's not so? A skin so impossibly fair it reminds me of the broken statue of an angel I once saw in a ruined castle. The surface of its marble pallor cold as ice when I brushed it with my fingertips. How flawlessly smooth, how otherworldly, that lonely thing left behind in a place of broken granite and brittle stone. This is marvelous. I love this. Not gonna lie, I don't remember much. That was from, okay, it's okay. I remember this guy with a skull vase takes this girl in. Now I don't remember if she was a slave or something else before. Yeah, a slave of sorts. She sold herself to people who like sell slaves in auctions. I think he saved her and he trains her in ways of magic. Yeah. Forgive me if my memory is fuzzy. I watched round 3. That's fine. That's fine. Damn. You haven't watched Beautiful Bones though, right? I think you should watch it. You're gonna like it. I wonder if the being before me is as cold as the touch. I wonder. Why do I have chills already? What the heck? He dresses from head to toe in white, shrouded in white. From his fine wool coat to his fur-trimmed cape and soft leather gloves. Even his hair, cascades of gentle curls that frame his face, shine silver. A radiant halo lit from the glow of the lantern he carries in his hand. Ooh. The other he extends to me. Are you lost? He asks again. I won't hurt you. I'll see you to safety, I promise. The sound of his voice makes all the worry in the world melt away. It's so musical, so warm and calming, like liquid honey. It takes all my will not to take his hand and offer all at once. Who are you? Yeah. Oh my god, so pretty. Do we have violet eyes? Oh my god. Well, yes, I have watched Violet Evergarden, but I don't remember a lot of it. So, I know I watched all the movies of it, too. Who are you? I ask. Simply a traveler passing through, he says. with the faintest hint of smile, soft, gentle, and threatening. If I were naive, I would take his answer without question at all. But I'm not. Here? Alone in the woods at night? I could ask the same of you, Monsieur. Why ever did you wander here, though? I was searching for something. Whatever it might be, you've come far. The nearest village is hours away. Have you a place to shelter for the night? What do you think? No. I say as I quiver, as I fill my voice with trembling of a lost, vulnerable thing. I feel like this is gonna be like two predators fighting for like the other person to become the prey or something. I don't know. Another ad. No, sorry, Hoopy. Gotta go now. Have a nice day. Please don't forget Malice Meister. Of course, of course. Thank you for stopping in, Reaper. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. See you next time. Goodbye. Take care. Lead me away. You have nothing to fear and everything to gain. Yeah. Please come with me. I'm journeying not far from here. So you can share my fire and stay the night in safety. I suppose I can't refuse such a kind offer. I reply, letting the relief wash over my words. Show me your true face. Show me your fangs. That's me. That's literally me. Every time I talk to someone, I'm like, show me the ugly. Then please, good sir, lead the way. With his free hand, he offers me his arm. I hesitate. Such closeness would avail to my weapon, but just as easily put me at his mercy. How quickly would he strike back? With what strength could he stop me if I failed? You know what? Let's go with that. That's a bit too close for now. I can walk just fine. I stammer. As you wish, he says, withdrawing his arm. Thank you. No disappointment colors a stone, ever even and warm. Gently, he beckons me towards the path he approached from. The wind swirls around us as we walk, my footsteps following the imprints of his boots in the fallen snow. His form from behind is radiant, almost aglow with silver moonlight. The strands of his hair shimmer as he walks. His cape, snow white, trails behind him like a shroud. Hello? He stops every now and then to check that I still follow. Each time he gives me a nod or a smile of encouragement. Okay. Every stare from that deep green eye makes my heart tighten my chest. We're gonna fall in love with our prey. Or our predator, I guess. I grip my sharpened point tightly within my pocket. The motion is not suspicious. This reminds me a little bit of Ballads at Midnight, even though I didn't get to finish it completely. Same kind of vibe, a little. It is cold tonight. A cold I so rarely feel, soaking through the thin wool of my cape and shawl. How warm his cloak and furs look, yet never does the breath from his lip fogs the night air. I'm not sure he breathes at all. Wow, he's a vampire. I pull my wolves tighter around my shoulders. It does not seem he will strike me yet. I must stay alert, ready for wherever or whatever he lures me to. Gotta be cautious. Might I ask your name? He says, after we had walked some steps from the clearing. I have worn names like they were ribbons on my hair, dozens of names in all colors and shapes. To give one away now would be a frivolous thing, but names, even false ones, create familiarity, bonds. Damn. Would it be wiser to keep my cards loose, heart closed? I guess I can let that go, it's fine. You may, of course. My name is... Hope. Hope, he repeats, savoring each syllable. That's lovely. Damn, okay. He sounds like he means it. Like there's a heart that still beats beneath his borrowed skin, that flutters at the sight of goodness and beauty, that thrums at the sound of a maiden's name. And yours? I ask. Gabriel, he smiles. Like the old angels, I murmur. If I were naive, I would wonder if he's old enough to remember the angels. From the days long before the mists descended, before any gods and their icons who watched from above fled as the undead, unsated plunged the earth into pestilence and death and rot. I would wonder, had he ever plucked an apple from the branches of Elysium and tasted its sweet flesh. Damn. But I know better. Do I? My parents were fond of the old tales, both of them for different reasons, he says with a wistful smile. Okay. What reasons? My father valued the strength of divinity, my mother valued their tales of virtue. A name can be a gift, and I treasure mine as I treasure their memory. That's really thoughtful. You must miss them. I do, he replies softly. I wait, but he does not continue. It's not enough. I need more. Show me what lies beneath your skin. Show me the beast that you are. Show me the trauma, the pain. Now that you asked something of me, I say, I believe it's only fair I ask you a question in turn. Very well, then ask away. Ask about his purpose here. Let's go. You said you're a traveler, but why here? Why these mountains, this forest? I often come to the mountains to hunt. Oh, why, of course you do. Everything's going according to the plan, guys. I love the air here, the pristine wilderness. Of course you would, you wild thing. But sir, your clothes are too fine for a mere huntsman. You look fit to be, well, if not a prince, then a knight of the Queen's Guard at least. The Queen? There is no queen that rules these lands unless you speak of the Mist Queen. The Mist Queen, a figure shrouded in in mystery, like her name, whispered around campfires and village squares in sober tones and drunken ones in awe and reverence, but most often in fear. I've seen her knights before, marching in the wilds Their pyres burned on the hillside for days. Do you believe that she's lived since the dawn of time, and she bathes in the blood of men to keep her beauty? Not for a moment. I see. You speak as if you know her. Uh-oh. Turns out he is her knight. Would you be afraid if I did? If I were a servant of the queen? No. I would call you a spinner of tall tales, good sir. I can scarcely believe she's an immortal at all. The Mist Queen and her Ashen Prince, they sound more like fairy tales than unliving people. After all, who can remember a time before the mists fell? Who can say whether the undying still walk this earth? Yet, if you were only a servant, merely a pawn, I would think her unfit to be the queen of anything at all. How poor her sense of virtue is. Damn, you believe me to be virtuous? We've just met, Gabriel. Well, here you are, helping a poor lost damsel in the snow. It's only human to help others in need, is it? Are you human though? I shake my head. Some would disagree, some would seek an advantage over others. That is human nature, my hunter. Damn. In any case, there is something gentle about you. I cannot think to place you among her scores of blood-soaked nights. He looks at me for a long time. I wonder if I've said too much. You're a strange girl. A strange, sweet girl that you're gonna kill, I guess. I don't know. A girl. I'm well past 20 summers, but do not think to ask how many, gentle hunter. I shall not. Oh? Have you a family then? I did, though I was a stranger to them at first. They welcomed me into their home and became just like family to me. I loved them very much. But those days are gone now. Oh, he gives me a look of sympathy. I'm so sorry. I'm like you. I once had a wife and son, but plague took them from me. I'm sorry for your loss. I consider what to say next. Ask about his past. Have you always been a hunter? No. In fact, for much of my life, I hated the thought of harming anything, be it man or animal. Man? Why involve that? We were just talking about hunting an animal, right? My tale is truly a dull one, the Demosio. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right. We have nothing but time. True. Well, kind of true. I wait for him to continue as we walk. My father was a knight at arms, but he died without land or fortune. I was very young, and so my mother was left to raise me alone in a humble countryside town. I knew from an early age I didn't want to live a martial life like my father. So I apprenticed to a healer, then studied medicine as a young man. Okay. Eventually, I returned to that small town, met and married a shepherdess with the loveliest smile in the world. Oh, that's really cute. Spent my days treating coughs and fevers, making poultice curses? I don't know. Something in mending wounds. Until the plague. He is silent for some time. It was a horrible, cruel thing. To call it a sickness would be to call the ocean a mere pool. It did not spare any of its victims. It turned healthy, smiling folk into dying husks within days. I tried to save them. You did all you could. I can't imagine how awful it must have been. Yeah, that sounds really painful. I lost myself for a time, and after that, I found I could not return to the healing art. That's fair. Does this maiden run by? Okay, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna go sit in a corner and cry. I could not. Okay, so this is a sprite. But why is... Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out, right? I'll figure. It's fine. I could not mend another bone, touch another skin without feeling the rot beneath my fingertips. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is terrible. Even the wind is silent as we walk, the crunching of her footsteps the only sound in the night. It's a relief when he turns the conversation away. I've spoken enough of unpleasant matters. It's alright. Tell me something about you. What do you enjoy? Well, I enjoy singing. I love songs. When I sing, I never truly feel alone, huh? Interesting. I agree. If any gods still lived, I'd thank them for blessing us with music. He looks like he's about to speak, but hesitates. Are you often lonely? I'm quite used to it. Solitude is like an old friend to me now. That's nice. Sometimes I wonder, is it better to be alone or to spend your life with someone you cannot give your heart to? Good question. Both of those sound lonely. Yeah? A wise man would seek a third route, but what if you had no other option? Well, I don't know. What if fate had tied you together like roots intertwined? It's a game, just pick. I would learn to grow beside them. I cannot imagine running away in solitude forever. Running away. Yeah, I figured. I would think it is just as lonely for the other person. Would you abandon them, leave them to their burdens, not even try to overcome the fate that you shared? Forgive me. I've burdened us with heavy topics again. It's quite alright. I love that. But I thank you for your insights. Of course, gentle hunter. I searched my mind for another question, another distraction, when suddenly a howl, long and low, cuts through the night. Wolves. Damn. Stay calm, he says in a hushed tone, taking hold of my hand. Trust me, we are calm, right? Right? Oh. We're not calm. Fear makes me clutch it tightly as he sweeps his long cloak over my shoulders, from one beast to another. I am calm. I should be calm. But the fear that I feel, it isn't mine. Oh. It runs beneath my skin like a rabbit coursing river. It twists inside the cage of my chest. I will my pulse to slow, but it does not. My mind cannot quell the instincts of a living heart. The howls grow louder and closer. I can feel them ringing in my ears. Your scent is too strong. I hear him murmur. Oh, I apologize. What do you mean my scent is too strong? He searches through his coat for something, a small pouch, then pours its contents over the lantern. The flame burns brighter as a thick, earthly scent fills the air. It smells of ash and smoke, iron and dust. Damn, that sounds interesting. This way, he says, leading me by the arm. We come to a large pine, its ancient trunk at least 3 grown men wide. With a firm but not ungentle motion, he presses me against its trunk, sweeping his cloak around us. Okay. Oh. I feel the rough bark on my back through the wool of my cape. Feel his arms around my shoulders, holding me tight. Oh my god, that's too many wolves. It takes all my will not to struggle, not to scream. It's alright, he says, melodious, soothing, a shepherd calling to a lamb. Oh no, we have officially become the prey. What happened? Miss Ma'am, what happened? This will hide your scent. Listen to my voice. Hold on just a little longer. This close, I could hear his heart beat beneath his chest. If only he had one. I could burn beneath his arms. If only they were not so cold, cold to the bone. So, okay, I see. We're looking for a human prey, but this is not a human prey. We stand there for what feels like eternity before the howls grow silent, and the only voice left on the wind is the whisper of trees. I break free of him as soon as he lets me go, shaking. Down. Too close. Not yet. Not here. What? Forgive me. It's not far ahead now. Can you walk the rest of the way? I'm fine, I say, steadying myself, fighting the quiver in my voice. Onward I follow as he leads me through the trees. The cottage comes into view as we turn the blend. almost as if conjured from the mist itself. Pretty. It is a small, quaint thing, a lonely, strange thing to see, placed there like it was plucked from a fairy story. It may as well be, darling. Its wooden walls are aged but sturdy, its looping roof coated in fresh snow. It should be the home of a living, breathing woodsman, not a creature of the night. I had never guessed you would hide yourself in a place like this. It's beautiful, I say. It's the only place in the world I feel truly safe. Okay, I see. Yeah, I can imagine it would be pretty cozy in there. Its heavy door creaks open as he leads me inside. Ooh, pretty. The cottage is small, with short square windows and low walls, but appears well kept, a solitary home. Strings of dried herbs and fruit, mint, horsetail apples hang from the ceiling. A table and stool. A table and stool sit at its center, stacked with clay pots and metal bowls. A stone hearth covers one wall. A narrow bed lined with furs sits against the other. A bookshelf filled with a dozen or so well-worn tomes stands proudly in a corner, even as it teeters beneath jars of more herbs and flowers. This is really pretty. The scent of incense, sweet and heady, fills my nose as he lights the kindling and dull hearth. The embers cast his skin aglow, his silver curls and pallid features painted softly in warm light. He unfastens his long snow-white cloak and tosses it onto the stool. Carefully, slowly, I slip my hands free from the sheepskin gloves. I feel his gaze, green eye, watching me as I unravel my shawl from my pale throat. My fingers, still numb from the cold, fumble with the clasp on my cape. "Uh-oh, may I?" he asks, stepping toward me. I nod, shaking. His hands, even gloved, are deft, swift as surgeon's hands. This is supposed to be a demo. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. They free my shoulders of the deep red wool, set the fabric aside on the narrow bed. His gloved hand lingers near my collar. I do not move an inch. I scarcely breathe. Show me your true self. Show me what you are. That is so me. It's like, just put down the facade now. He brushes my cheek. A silver of a touch. A whisper of a touch. Where did I even read silver? What the heck? Like he is afraid to hold me, like I'm a statue that could crumble away beneath his fingers. Oh? May I? He asks again, barely audible. Yes, I whisper back. He brushes a lock of my dark hair behind my ear, then gently, slowly brings his lips to my skin. They are so soft. His touch is like the snow that lands on my face, carried by the winter wind, cold but light, feather-light, on my cheek, gentle, far too gentle. So, he's good. I don't want this delicate tenderness from him. I'm not a fragile thing. Wow. Oh my god, so pretty. I I fold my hands around his neck, feel the downy softness of his hair as I slip my fingers through its ashen strands. He wraps me in his arms, holds me tightly, kisses my hair, trails a slip down my neck. I shiver, I tremble against him as his gloved hands run through my tresses, down my... Okay. He pushes me gently. Alright. Found you? Huh? He says. Oh, so he knew. I yelped, struggling to break free of his grip. So I was right. They're both predators and they know they're both predators. And they're acting like preys. But he holds me effortlessly as I trash atop the furs. I cry as he pulls a long red ribbon from my hair and with it binds my wrist behind me. I squirm and twist until I am facing him. A beam from the window casts his face with cold ashen moonlight. I watch him toss the useless piece of wood into the earth. No, not my piece of wood. Oh my god, he looks angry. Shadows from the roaring flame flicker over his pallid features as the wood blackens and burns. There is no hunger in that deep green eye, no warmth, no desire, only white, cold fury. Uh-oh, I believe it's my turn to ask, he says, softly bending toward my ear. What exactly were you doing in these woods? Hope. I told you I was lost. A lost girl does not use herself as bait. What exactly were you hoping to find? Not you, I don't think. Were we? Who are you, truly? I told you, I'm Hope. That the girl whose skin you wear might have once been called that. I can believe, but tell me. Who are you? Well, I guess we both know we're shapeshifters then. I lie. I can't lie. Yet, you seem to have a good idea of who I am. Tell me who I am. So you couldn't bring yourself to lie after all. Honesty is a virtue, but how strange. You never cared for being righteous. No, perhaps you just can't refuse that face. Those eyes. Look at them. Look how he loathes you. Why would I look at how he hates me? Yet still you act like a foolish lovesick girl. God damn. Some queen you are. I am the... You seem to have a good idea of who I am, dear. She's so pretty. He grits his teeth at the word. What kind of concert would I be otherwise, my queen? No? He says with a short, bitter laugh. What the heck? You didn't know him? Girl! Now, do you care to tell me what on earth you think you're doing here? My dear prince. Prince? I could ask the same of you. Whatever you are doing alone in the middle of the wilderness, away from my castle, inviting pretty young things to your bed, no less? I did not expect him to flinch at my words. Hey, it goes both ways, buddy. The anger and pain that flashed through his face almost made me regret them. You shouldn't. You hardly count as a maiden, sweetheart. Break up. Break up right now. And when did you have any right to criticize me? I never said a word about the scores of bloodied hearts you left in your wake. That is not what this is about. Then what is this about? Did you follow me? Did you think you could have your way with me if you stitched yourself a pretty new face? Oh, I did no such thing. I know your victims have to die before you threw them in. You threw into them. Did you murder an innocent girl for this petty plan? The final lie makes my borrowed blood boil beneath my skin. How dare you, Gabriel? Have I ever been callous and unmerciful? Have I ever treated humans like my playthings? That girl was dead when I found her. He laughs. It is a short, dry, hollow sound like the winter wind knocking against the walls. You haven't changed at all. A plaything? Is that not how you treat her now? Wearing her corpse like a summer gown? God damn. I could try to calm the iron that pounds through my veins, the anger that courses with it, but I do not. I cannot. To have a heart and still is to have thought and feeling ring through every beat. I let my long buried rage, my pain bleed through every vein in my being. Aren't you curious how she died, my loyal consort? I asked, mirroring his bitter mocking tone. I like this. Why? Why should I be? She was killed, I see, by a beast wearing the skin of a man, one of our kind. His expression freezes. And she was not the first. Countless maidens have gone missing from the mountains, turning up dead, drained and cold. Colder than your eyes are now. And now, who should I find here but you? You think I did this? You think I killed them? Have you lost your mind? What are you doing here then? Why would you hide yourself in the wilderness? Why would you disappear for months? Why wouldn't you tell me where you'd gone? She has points, very, very valid points. Why did you ghost, Mr. Ghost? He goes quiet again, staring at me with a deadly gaze. Oh, shut it. His next words are nearly a whisper, but if words had weight, his would be heavier than stone, huh? How dare you, Celine? How long have you known me? How many centuries have I followed you loyally? I never forced you to serve me. I did not beg you to follow me. I always gave you a choice. You didn't give me a choice when you turned me into this. He hisses, motioning to himself as he parts his hair from his face with a violent gesture. Oh, we turned him into a shapeshifter. Whoops. I look away. I cannot stare back at those eyes. What did you do, girl? He's right, after all. After all this time, you still despise me. I don't despise you. I despise myself for believing that you trusted me. Okay, Prince, I'm sorry, but if you ghost, a little bit of trust is gonna go. do not reply. I twist helplessly on the furs, still shaking, cursing my weakness, cursing the blood flesh beneath my skin, warm and flowing and despicably humid. What was I thinking? I thought I had prepared myself well. I am the Mist Queen, a woman who has walked the earth for a millennium, wearing as many faces as the moon. It should be child's play to appear to him an innocent maiden, test his loyalty, his intentions, discern his innocence or his guilt. And then, should I have found him fallen from grace, then I would fulfill the promise I make to each and every one of my faithful vessels. Should ever their hunger outweigh their humanity, Yet with him, could I fulfill the oath I made so long ago when I brought him back from the dead, ash cold in my arms? I'm a necromancer, actually? What? Even knowing he could now be a monster, changed from the loyal knight I knew when I look at him now. I cannot see anything but the face of the kind young doctor I met in that sleepy town by the wood. The face of the man I loved lifetimes ago. Oh. Perhaps the Mist Queen could steal her undead heart, cast aside her feelings, but foolishly. I'd forgotten one thing when I donned this skin. Flesh weighs down the spirit. Memories housed in a foreign mind may as well be half-remembered dreams. I do not feel like a monarch, a queen, because at this moment I am not, and that is okay. Now I am a girl of barely 20 summers, trapped with a man glaring death at her, though his face is of an angel's and his voice honey sweet haunts her dreams. Just being in his presence fills her, me, with nothing but longing. How could I not hunger so desperately for him? How could I not wonder at the thoughts behind the mask of his eyes, if there was still a place for me inside his unbeating heart? Damn, my heartbeat thumps so loudly in my ears as we watch each other in silence. Finally, he takes his long cloak from the stool, fastens it around his shoulders, and moves toward the door, cracking it open as the night air creeps its tendrils inside the cabin. Where are you going? I shift, trying weakly to stand up, to see if what you've said is true. Okay. Liar. I know it. When you avoid my gaze, when you speak, you can't bear to be near me. You're leaving? Now? I'll return. Would you? He pauses by the door frame, silhouetted against the snow, and inhales sharply. Stay put. There's still much I would ask you once you've cooled your head. Okay. Wait. Guess I don't need to narrate that. I don't hear his footsteps disappear into the cold, masked by the winter wind. Once I've cooled my head, you with your bitter sighs, Gabriel, you need as much as I do to calm yourself. I take a deep breath and another, trying to push the thoughts from my mind. I fight the tears threatening to spill from this helpless girl's eyes, my eyes. I grit my teeth and finally pull myself upright. My hands are bound tightly behind me, but my legs are free, leaving me to walk about the cabin. It's easier to breathe without him near me, easier to think. I get that. Definitely is easier when you're alone. I look at my surroundings. The fire still burns, offering precious warmth. Outside the short square window, the pines and birches bow in the wind. The night sky still swirls with snow. I think of the wolves with yellow eyes and howls filling the shadows. I will not get far if I try to leave. If I could even break myself free. Though perhaps I could find something here. Perhaps there was evidence in this place he safeguarded so well of his guilt. I had yet to find my proof after all, and I would not hurt him without him. I could not. I know that in my heart now. Yet I cannot stop the sudden coursing anger that burns beneath my cheeks. That's understandable. That was a pretty heated fight. He bound me and left me here. Why should I believe he should return? Yeah, I would feel the same. Why would I risk letting you out of my sight? You can't run from me, Gabriel. Search the room. It's okay. I decide to start by looking around the room. We're gonna make the healthy choice. You know what? If he doesn't return, fine. He took himself out. It is the picture of a warm, solitary home, if cramped and unkempt. I say that, but if I were actually in that situation, it would be so hard to not get out of this room and chase after him. But it must be done. It is the picture of a warm, solitary home, if cramped and unkempt. Did he lure any victims here? Did any proof remain of their lives taken and iron drained? The pain that flashed through his eyes was real. I know him that well, at least. I know his every look, the shape of his mouth, the tilt of his head, how his unwavering gaze burns in my dreams. But what was the cause of that anguish? Anger or guilt? If my gentle wolf is not a killer, then what secrets does he keep? Good question. I shuffle awkwardly through the piles of garments and furs torn about, his clothes worn and mended over the years with his familiar crooked stitching. I kick them aside indignantly. My hunter has dexterous hands, even through his thick white gloves, but how he'd shake whenever he held a needle. That's kinda cute. I'd scoffed once when I saw how he struggled. Why should fabric trouble him when he'd once sutured flesh and sinew? He did not look at me nor speak to me for days. Oof. The silent treatment is crazy. Some pieces are from recent decades, clean and neatly folded for once. I recognize each garment, cut and sewn by my own hand. A dark waistcoat I'd stitched with a pattern of overlapping feathers. That sounds really cute. A lace shirt I'd embroidered with tiny bell-shaped flowers and sickle-like leaves like these. Wow. I love when things like these happen, when there's some things on the screen or in the game menu, whatever, and then they show up in the game or are mentioned. I love when that happens. How I nearly tore the skin off his back when he said he'd lost it. It almost feels as if the fabric on the floor beneath me is not clothing but costume. A costume for a pretend prince in the awful play written of my own life. Wow. on life. But that's not untrue. Our second marriage was more false than the first. What? I think of his cold kisses on the back of my hand, on my hair, wherever he parted from me for distant lands, wherever eyes were upon us. How well he played the part of the perfect and loving consort. How skillfully he hid his distaste for me, how adept he was at keeping his secrets. What secrets are you hiding, Gabriel? Yeah, what are we talking about? I sigh. There is nothing in the pile of clothing to suggest it belonged to anyone but him. But just as I am about to set them aside, I notice something peeking out from beneath a moth-eaten coat. Gingerly, I fish it out. It appears to be a hard leather case. The strap that hold it closed are already loose. Okay. Cautiously, I pry it open. It is an instrument, a wooden lyre carved with a pattern of graceful songbirds. Okay. It is no master craftsman's work, but it was clearly made with a patient hand. Yeah. Its surface is clean and polished. The strings look taut. It must still be tuned. I guess I have no music knowledge. I cannot stop the bitter feeling that swells in my throat as I behold this imperfect but beautiful thing. I don't remember the last time he so much as hummed a tune beneath his breath. He never sang for me, not when I begged. I thought he had given up his music, buried his songs along with his past. It hurts now to know that wasn't the truth at all, that it was only me he would not sing for. You know, in this situation, I would be exactly like that. But since I'm the third person, I'm watching it from the third person perspective. I see that might not be the case. Who then? Who do you sing for out in the wilderness alone? Who gets to hear your precious songs? I wonder. I imagine for a moment kicking the instrument. No! Oh no, we did it! Kicking the instrument into the fire, watching the precious wooden birds carved on its surface blacken and char in the heart. A desire that only grows the more I look at it. Gosh. No, leave it be, leave it be. I stop that impulse before I do something I should regret. Yeah, leave it be. I look at the instrument and imagine him carving it painstakingly with his careful gloved hands, staining the wood, stretching taut the strings. I imagine him tentatively plucking the notes, drawing the song from the carved bird's beaks. I remember the other things I have broken and burned in front of him. On the nights when I fed, when the memories were too much for my slow beating heart to contain. Objects can always be replaced, I would say, more to console myself than him. Only once did I go too far. Only once did I take away something that could never be replaced. What did we do? Though a lyre could be carved again, though it would feel satisfying to ruin it now, we're gonna break the cycle and not do that. I know it would only lead to more regret soon after. Yeah. I carefully shut the case and placed it back beneath the pile of his clothes. I sit with my head against my knees for a long while, trying not to think, remember, or to feel. Finally, I turn and glance at the shelf filled with herbs and jars and piled tomes with the deep fatigue. Shaking off my weariness, I awkwardly knock Louis' volume from the shelf. It lands open on the floor with a thud. The pages are filled with his scrawling handwriting, notes and paragraphs fading ink, nearly swallowing my raid of sketches of plants and herbs. Ooh? Huh. You never were one for keeping idle, were you? I guess. I nudge the book aside, sink down to the floor, and lean back against the bed. It's the living blood adding my senses, I think, but I can't bear how much his presence fills this place. I can imagine him bent over the tea-throwing table, jotting something down with his perfect, elegant gloved hands. Damn. We are so in love. Laying his head on the pillow, listening to the mountain wind, eyes blinking closed, sleeping off the iron imbibed from his spirit nowhere. What? I'm confused at that one. Dreaming of something I can only guess at. For how many times have I heard him cry out in his sleep? Oh, I feel as if I am the intruder here. We may as well be, my love. It feels as if this place itself is a piece of him I was never welcome to see. Would this moment be something they look back on as a breaking point or a mending point? I don't know what I'm talking about. I continue my search without enthusiasm, finding no signs of any other inhabitants, willing or otherwise. It seems that no other soul has ever visited here, or that he cleaned after himself well. Either or, for sure. I stand up only to collapse back onto the bed. The hours in the woods, the walk through the cold, the heated words, all have exhausted this weak and unfamiliar body. I need a moment's rest before I resume my search. Alright, let's rest up. I curse the iron warm and flowing, running through my veins. The fire still burns in the hearth, and the fires are so soft. I only close my eyes for a moment. That's what we say every time. That's what I say every time. I'm gonna just lay down on the bed, close my eyes for like 5 minutes, and then wake up and do this, and then I just fall asleep. I stand in a long, empty hallway. Darkness is all around me, blacker than a night without a moon. What's going on? A polished mirror stands in the gilded frame. I step toward it, my footfalls making no sound. Uh-oh. Are we in the void? Hello, mirror, mirror. I forgot the words. My face stares back at me. Oh. Ashen and pale, framed by dull, dark hair like a dim moon on a foggy night. My eyes are like slate, cold, gray, lifeless. I close them. When I open them again, she is gone. A new face stares back at me. A young woman with glossy black locks, bright red lips, and eyes that twinkle like jewels. Oh, the girl we are now. Like what you see, my queen. Or not? Oh, no. Want to rip it off and wear it yourself? She asked, mouth twisting in a wicked smile. What's going on? I stepped back from the mirror, but her voice still rings, growing louder. Oh. Oh, I like that. No, yes, more. I like that. Do you remember my name, Celine? Apologies, my love, I do not. Do you remember the name of the corpse you stole from her grieving parents? Naya. I stammer. I had no choice. The girl in the mirror twists and morphs, screaming, laughing, flesh shifting and turning until her skin rests, finally in a shape far too familiar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you remember my name, Celine? Do you remember the name you borrowed when you stole my skin? Wore my flesh, played house with my corpse. Of course, I remember. I do? What was her name? I don't know. Lily? Lily. What's his name? And Zevion? The eternal dreamer? It fits him. He laughs, gently petting the sleeping lamp. Huh. Be confused. Autumn, 336 years ago. Holy shit. I was lucky, beyond lucky, when I found this body. This poor woman, of course, was that. She'd slipped and broken her neck, falling from a muddy trail in the hills. A foolish risk to take, all for a helpless lamb. I could have drained her body dry, and oh, I was tempted. I was ravenous that day when I found her full to bursting with iron. But I tempered my hunger. Who is this? I stitched her back up very, very carefully until she looked as good as new, like she'd never so much as taken a tumble. Well, except the crescent moon carved beneath the crook of her collar like an old faded scar. Hungrier than ever in my brand new skin, I devoured the lamp. The lamp. Then I walked through the hills, through the wood to her, now my home. With her flock all to myself, I would not go hungry for quite some time. Oh my god. What is going on here? 1 second. Sorry about that, I'm back. So, damn. I'm not sure if this is a demo anymore. But, well, it kind of is, because we got the closed of choice. Sorry about the ads. She was an eccentric one, to say the least, this girl. Solitary and aloof, she kept to herself with only her prized sheep as company. Oh gosh, the townsfolk whispered unkind things about her. She showed them little interest in turn. Okay. Who would notice if her mind and heart had turned? Gosh, her animals did at first, but they learned quickly to obey their new master. Oh, okay. I had roamed for a very, very, very long time. Now, to suddenly spend my days in a quaint countryside town tending fluffy fat white sheep as the days and seasons passed me by, such idleness was like Arcadia, pure, wonderful, halcyon calm? I don't know what that means, but okay. My new form wasn't terrible to look at either. It was strange to see her face stare back at me in the creek's surface, her large, dark eyes and round, freckled cheeks. But her hair was lovely, bright red like flames, ooh, like the fleeting leaves of autumn before they wither and cover the ground in muddy, dying browns. Spring and autumn, I'd always loved the transitionary seasons. I loved the winters. The cold is my place, cool but bright, and unlike my kind, fleeting. Huh, I see. So you're saying spring and autumn are like human, cold is undead? Winter, then spring, then summer had all passed when he arrived. The greens had just begun to turn gold, copper, and ruby. The nights bled longer into the days, sunsets and sunrises streaking through the sky like open moons. Damn. Like many creatures that stalked through the waxing cold, I was hungry. Hungry for human blood. Uh-oh. I thought he was a traveler. I had never seen his face before. I would remember it if I had. His steps were so light I barely heard them sound throughout the forest trail. Is it this guy? Is it the prince? But I could hear his voice, clear as a bell, humming a small song to himself. Oh, it is. I listened and I watched him through the trees. He wore plain clothes, mended and remended with clumsy stitches. He was tall. His strides were long. His hair was too long, and he fell loosely behind his back, its silver strands framing his brow. Oh, he still had silver hair, I see. How it shone in the evening sun, whiter than the fleece of a lamb. I waited as he drew near, and then I screamed. Oh, why would you scream? I didn't expect to slip and genuinely hurt myself. I didn't expect to need his help. Uh-oh. It was your fault for distracting me. I say it more to myself than to him. I'd kick you if it wasn't for this bloody sprain. I can't advise that, Demoiselle. You'll hurt yourself again. Wow. He stops as I lean against him and mutter something unintelligible. Do you need to rest? He asks softly, voice tinged with concern. What is that? I thought that was a part of the text background, but it's not. What is that? You only just met me. Why do you care? Carry me back. I can't walk anymore. Damn, I didn't expect him to literally sweep me off my feet. He swept you off too good. I was joking. This is fine, he says, as lightly as my body apparently weighs. You're like a feather. Oh, so cute. Just hurry back before it gets too dark. It will be alright. The moon is full tonight, see? How would that be alright? That's when the wolves rise. It's so pretty. The trees in the path ahead clear their branches from the sky as he walks. I look up and see her full, bright face shine down on me. I love it. That kind of actually looks like a smile. That's funny. So she is. The lamb is much more wary than I am, forced to walk the long trail on its own legs, and falls fast asleep at its mother's side. What? I'm confused. What's his name? The stranger, no longer a stranger, asks. Who? The little one whom you went through so much trouble for. He replies, motioning to the slumbering lamb. Oh. I look up at the sky and the moon and her stars and see the first thing that comes to mind. Endymion, huh? The eternal dreamer? It fits him. He laughs, gently petting its soft fleece. Okay, so that was a transition to a memory, I see. Or like a flashback, I'm not sure what happened. There's something beautiful about the sound of his laughter as it leaves his lips. It reminds me of the notes of a lyre lovingly tuned, of a song I'd once heard in a time and place far, far from these sleepy woods. Perhaps it's the blood that flows within me, the fatigue of this human frame. This night was never the domain of the living, that plays with my senses. It feels for a moment like I'm standing inside a deep and pleasant dream. The wind gently caresses a strand of his long hair, silver as the moon above us. My back is starting to hurt. As he turns to me with a look of embarrassment. Oh, how silly of me. I asked for this young lad's name before yours, Demarcio. My name is Gabriel, he says, warmly, and you are? I wonder. The days grew colder and darker. Autumn bleeding into winter. Wait, was Celine like the name of the body or like my actual name? What is my actual name? I wonder. Lily is the name of the corpse that we were rearing earlier. Right. I think so. I don't know, I'm confused now. The old year breathed its last, a new sprung from its ashes as the nights grew short. My body did not change, but the world around me did. The days grew warmer as the earth bloomed into spring, then finally summer. Like the seasons, my aloofness at his presence gradually turned to acceptance, and then, before I knew it, fondness. The deceased. Soon after, he was in my thoughts every night. Oh no. It's on a incurable stage. Instead of nightmares, the centuries of memories that tormented me in my sleep, I saw his face, smiling. I heard his voice, clear and lilting, soothing me with a gentle song. He had always smiled at me, even when I stared past him, stone-faced, arrogant, disinterested. But now, when I smiled back, the way his eyes would shine and brighten his entire face, I felt that of all the people in the world, I was the only one he looked at that way. Oh my God! The day would come when he knelt before me on one knee. I can't marry you, I tell him, stealing my voice. I turn my back so he cannot see my face. Won't you tell me why? He asks, quietly, with tenderness, without hurt. Because this body will wither soon when the blood of my flock runs dry, or the villagers find out what I am. Because to be at your side heightens that risk 100-fold. Because I am not among the living, though my cheeks grow red and my heart flutters against my will when I look at you. When I hear you speak these words, they make me forget what I am. Make me wish for what I must never desire. I can't give you children. I know, but I'm not a lord or a prince. I don't need you to bear my flesh and blood. Besides, I know nothing can replace the lambs as your little ones. I wish I could tell you I tend to them so tenderly because they are my lifeblood. I hardly have the means to keep a herd at home. You've seen the way I live. But you can stitch and sew like no one I've ever seen, and I'm half a decent cook at the very least. Damn. If only you weren't so sweet. I still cannot. Do you dislike me? It's not you, it's really me. No, spirits, If you don't feel the same for me, then I'll leave your sight at once and forever. You fool. I love you more than you could ever imagine. Wow. I love you more than the moon loves her fiery star, more than anything and everything I've ever held dear in the long centuries I've walked through mist and earth. I want so much to hold you and never let you go. Then don't torture me so. Please say yes. Please make me the happiest man in this world. Gosh. If only I were myself, my true self, could I have refused you? But I was not. At that moment, I were and I was the foolish young woman who loved you. Wait, so your true self does not love him? Girlie, what the heck? They're so cute though. There was guilt in the back of my mind and the far corners of my heart in the days that followed. Guilt, a foolish and human emotion, but I was so happy I could bury it beneath the flood of joy that flowed through me, that poured from my heart like a fountain. It seeped back slowly, a poison in my veins. On the eve we were wed, I knew that to take your hand, to walk this path, was to take a step I could not turn back. That perhaps the gods and their icons, if they ever lived, would not forgive. Yet I was steeped so much in sin and blood and cruelty already. I had taken so much, stolen so much to continue my existence. But I did not merely wish to simply exist any longer. You made me wish, for the first time since I have truly been alive to live. Perhaps he sensed that hesitation, the feeble, silent cry of my I can never pronounce this, I don't know why. I just can't. I just can't. We don't have to. We can wait if you're okay. I am. Okay. The body that I wore when I spoke my vows to you was both living and unliving. A body that was not mine to live with, to love with. But the heart that beat like a butterfly's wings when you kissed me traced the crooked moon beneath my collar as you slipped free the laces from my wedding gown. You know, this isn't even that bad. I feel like if I actually go on to Trapped with Chester or Bloody Painter Sim or the other one, Pig, I feel like it would be a little more spicier than this. But I can't read these. How am I gonna read that? Okay. The skin that lighted like embers as you held me in your hands. Every inch of it felt like my own. Damn, okay. Oh, that must have sucked. Though the name he whispered into my ears was not mine, the tenderness with which he spoke it belonged only to me. What did it matter what shape I wore, what form his fingers traced, or gentle arms embraced? Your arms were made only to hold me. Ooh, okay. Your eyes were made only to behold me. Your heart should beat only if it loves me. Crazy. But I'm not complaining. There, laying my head against his chest, lulled by the rhythm of his gentle heart, I thought of my body, my true body, lying cold beneath the earth. Oh, I wished that I could feel this warmth. This fragile thing that I had now in my hands, I would cling to it until death again parted me from him. Wow, that is painful. Until my unaging undead form finally grew still. Oh wow, we're gonna grow old with him? Wow, okay. It would be a love as fleeting as a red leaf flitting through the autumn wind. Oh my god. The rhymes. The rhymes are so fitting. Perhaps it was cruel of me to do so, but I could be no less callous than fate or time. Of course, humans can hold memories for a lifetime after all, yet they move ever forward. Because they must, because that is what it means to walk among the living. He would live a long, storied life, and I would be a brief but cherished memory in his heart. What does that mean? Wouldn't it be the opposite, like, because you're gonna live longer? And just as I would hold him forever in my immortal and unbeating one. Oh, okay, yeah. Or so I had thought. What did we do? That night, cradled in his arms, I see the face of the girl whose skin I wear in my dreams, melting away into blood and bone. Oh no. 333 years ago. Crazy. Wait, there's more? Oh my god. So this is like 3 hours. Sorry, 3 years before that. There's more to this. I smile now at the villagers when I walk through town. Oh wait, this is after that. My bad. Sorry. I no longer hum only to myself as I spin wool into thread and thread into cloth. I share my joy with the birds, the flowers, the lambs, him. Like fabled Arcadia or fair Elysium, my tranquil days pass by in peace. Yet sorrow does not temper joy, it only makes it grow sweeter by contrast. It will be just as sour when it's time for sorrow to take over. And sorrows do pass us. They won't when it's just you. He loses a patient for the first time, a mother to childbed fever. Soon, one of her sickly newborn twins follow her. How it eats at him, my poor, sweet, gentle lamb. Okay. I console him that day as best as I can. I've seen so much death, been the cause of it. At times I do not know what words he needs, but I hold him tightly and let him hold me. Then at night I lull him to sleep, slip from our bed and feed on the iron still sweet. Mother and son are buried together. Nobody notices that the corpses are lighter. Of course. Still it weighs on my beloved in the days that follow, that image, the image of that unbreathing babe, and the weak, weeping one left behind. And so, against the last fraying strands of my better judgment, I tell him, let us take in that child as our own. Girl! I soothe the head of a small woolen doll, deutering the steam along its neck with a long red thread. It is a lamb. Its valise is made of the softest wool I could spin. When I finish with its head, I take a thick black thread and give it new eyes, adding tiny white stitches for a twinkle on each one. Finally, I take another red thread for its mouth, stitching it a small sweet smile. Every stitch must be perfect. It must be perfect. Indeed, indeed. I work slowly and deliberately. I am careful, ever so careful not to prick myself. Why? I never enjoy. Oh, okay. Fair. So I yelp with surprise when I notice him behind me. Spirits, why don't you make any noise when you walk? Did I startle you? He asks sheepishly. Crazy. Just as I'm about to settle back into my chair with my needlework, a loud wail comes from the bedroom. And now you've woken him. Oh, we did adopt somebody. Wow. I rush toward the wooden cradle in our chamber, lift the crying infant into my arms and rock him gently, saying, "Oh hush, my love, my little lamb. Maman is here." Holding him in my arms, I start to sing. Come to rest, ooh, in my embrace. Let the moon hold you safe. In her light and her grace, should the clouds shroud your way or the mist hide her ashen face, I shall guide you home in her place. The baby is fast asleep before I finish the last verse of the song. I set him down in his blanket and sigh, closing my eyes for a moment. As I stand, my beloved rests his hand on my shoulder and holds me. Nestled in his arm, I let him lead me back to the seat in front of the herd. It felt so warm and blissful to be cradled myself. My love plants a kiss on my red hair before he settles beside me. Forgive me, I just wanted to watch you work. You're forgiven this time, but don't dare sneak up on a woman with a needle again. Yeah, she might stab it into your throat or eye or whatever. He laughs very quietly, a sound sweeter than a lyre's tune, a robin's song. I shall not. I finish stitching the doll as we sit in each other's company. I thought I was deft at stitching wounds, he whispers, but I've never seen anyone as skilled with the needle as you. One of my many talents, perhaps you could learn a thing or two from me? Humble as always, my darling. I'm gonna skip through this. He's still sleeping, okay. You have a magic touch, my darling. He's yet to fall asleep so quickly when I sing to him. I smile. That's not true. Who would dare slumber when you sing? Wow. The baby boy before me is so warm and small. He must dream so gently as his small chest rises and falls. His cheeks are pink and round, his short curls soft as down. A happy coincidence that his hair is as red as mine. Oh, I see. I'd almost forgotten what my own dark locks looked like. I would miss this flame-colored hair, a silly thing to treasure, perhaps among so many things more precious than I would lose. Yeah, but I would always have a fondness for it now. That's fair. As I watch him, the fullness in my heart unravels to something cold, gnawing, and dark. I'd let myself forget for a moment and believed that he could truly be mine. No, we're not going down this road, not this trail of thought. Mine to nurture and love, to care for and watch over as he grew. My chest twists like a spike has been driven through it. I know it is wicked of me. Leaving him a widower is cruel enough, but now I'm a boy without a mother. At least they won't be alone without me, I think, as my beloved nuzzles okay, I'm starting to get sleepy. At least they won't be alone without me, as I think, as my beloved nuzzles my cheeks. I close my eyes, even if it's for the briefest moment, for the first time since, no, even before I drew my last breath as my true self. I have a family, oh. Just for this moment, they are mine, and only mine. Just for this moment. I rest in their warmth and beloved's arms. Around my waist, my son sleeping softly. Okay, finally, reluctantly, I break free. Watch over him while I run to the market. Oh, I don't think we're gonna come back, right? Are you sure? I don't mind. I need some fresh air. Okay. I slip outside, but not towards the market square. An emptiness within me howls like an abyss waiting to be fed. I'm afraid I would devour both you and this child if I gave in to that hunger. Oh, I see. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna save here. I did not expect this to be so long. This is not a demo. At this point, at least. I don't know how long this is gonna be. This is like 2 years after that now. Alright, I guess we're gonna continue this tomorrow. So this means that everything kind of changes now. The routine that I had for this week kind of changes. Alright. That is gonna be it for today. Thank you everyone for stopping in. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night whenever you're watching it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.